Hey guys, this is Jonathan Bales on the FantasyLabs MLB Lineups page, and going to quickly take you through how to use this page and get the most out of all the different data that we offer. So the main goal obviously is to confirm lineups here and see where players are hitting in the order. When a lineup is unconfirmed, instead of not showing anyone, we're actually going to show the lineup from the previous game for that team. So that's an easy way for you to continue to do research on players, even if the lineup hasn't been confirmed. That'll be highlighted right above the lineup. When a lineup is confirmed, it'll move from red to green, like the Yankees here, and you'll also get a notification in the top right-hand corner that shows you that the game has been confirmed. You can click out of those if you'd like, but it allows you to leave the computer, click to different tabs, and still see when lineups have been confirmed without actually ever refreshing the page. So once you come to this page, you don't need to do anything else. All of the lineups and all of the data as well, any weather information, Vegas lines, they all update automatically every 30 seconds. At the top, we have different filters, so you can filter this information as you like. So you can filter by contest. So if you're playing, for example, just the turbo slate on DraftKings, it'll show you only those cards. You can sort by site, DraftKings or FanDuel, and it'll change the salary information. You can also sort by position. So if you want to look solely at second baseman, for example, only those players will be highlighted. You could also move the salary tabs. So say you want to look only at second baseman priced above $4,000, it'll remove all those guys priced below that amount and highlight solely those above 4,000. On the team level, you can also sort by projected runs, which is one of the things that I like to do a stack. So say we want to look solely at offenses who Vegas has at an implied run projection of 4 runs or better. That's based on the over-under and the money line for each game. It'll highlight those offenses. So you can see here that the Marlins projected at 2.9 runs, not highlighted. The Nationals at 4.1 runs are highlighted. So I like to use that in conjunction with the opposite handedness tab, which highlights every batter who's the opposite hand of the opposing pitcher. So you can do that and look for offenses that are projected above a certain number and also have a lot of favorable handedness matchups, which are usually indicative of really beneficial situations in terms of stat splits. So you can see the Yankees, for example, are at 4.2 runs. Their lefty heavy lineup matches up well with the right-handed pitcher, and so that's a potential opportunity that I might try to exploit with a stack. At the top of these game cards, we also have information on the weather, the wind, and some basic Vegas information. You can click the top of those cards, and it'll show you a little bit more information, including where the line opened and where it is at currently. So you can see the Reds here opened at 3.6 runs and moved down to 3.4 runs. I think that line movement, which I'll talk about in another video, is really, really important. We also have player level trends. So you can see certain players have numbers in blue circles behind their names. Those are players who we have at least 5 trends on. Trends are angles on what has historically led to value in the past. So we can click on Devin Travis, for example. He has 6 trends. You can see his trends here. You can create your own trends as well, and those will show up. These are our pro trends. So he moves around in the order. When he's high in the order, that which he is now leading off, that obviously leads to value. He's in a top 5 park. The wind is blowing right to left, which has historically added 0.2 additional points above expectation to players' scores on DraftKings. So there's a bunch of different trends that you can check out. And the cool thing is we've back tested those, and they lead to a ton of value. They are really, really useful when creating your lineups to find players with a lot of those trends. And finally, you can click on any player and see his player card. So here's Ellsbury, and you can see his plus minus, which is a number that we calculate, which is the performance above or below expectation for a player based on his salary. So over the past, I have it sorted by 10 games. You can do month or season, but over the past 10 days, Jacoby Ellsbury has outperformed what you'd expect on DraftKings based on his salary by 3.64 points per game. We have his performance plus minus over that time, as well as his salary movement. You can see that salary change over here, along with a pie chart of his volatility, so how often he's breaking out based on his salary, which is 2x what we'd expect based on historic production, how often he's average, and how often he produces only half his expectation. We also have player splits. So here's Ellsbury's splits. He's a pretty even splits player, but some guys are a lot more drastic in how they perform versus lefties or righties, and that's really useful information. And then we have ratings in a bunch of different categories. This is also a part of our player models tool, which allows you to create your own models based on a bunch of different ratings. But this is how Ellsbury fares in a bunch of those. So he gets 100 points for leading off. His price has moved up. You can see $900 over the past 10 days. So he has a low rating in monthly salary change because we obviously want guys whose price is dropping. And there's a bunch of other cool information here that you can check out. You can also look at his trends. So these are the pro trends that on Ellsbury, as well as his game logs. So this page is ultimately just a place for you to, in addition to confirming lineups, to find a bunch of useful information, help you do a lot of research to help you win daily fantasy baseball leagues.